So hopefully everything is fine on the YouTube, guys. So if you are looking for YouTube link, then you can go onto this YouTube link for YouTube. If you're having an issue on other links, then you can go to the YouTube as well. Okay, if you're having, let's say, issue on the Facebook, then you can go onto the YouTube. Okay, guys, so let's move on. Hopefully you are doing well and enjoying your weekend and getting ready for next week. And hopefully that the weekend is pretty good for you and you're enjoying your weekend and obviously getting ready for next week. So last week was slow start and at the end of the week it was pretty good. So we were having some good moves and hopefully that in upcoming weeks we're going to see some good waves and good movements in the market. So I'm posting links again on the platform's YouTube link so that you guys can get that link and you can have access to the YouTube video. So just a couple of seconds. Let's move on. So first of all, website, guys, if anyone want to join us and looking for group membership, looking to join us for a group membership, just simply go to techtrainingacademy.com. Just a couple of seconds, guys. Let me post that link. Looks like people are still searching for the link because the old link is expired. The old YouTube link is expired, so I have just created another one. So just putting that YouTube link. All right, so that people can catch. So let's go. Sorry for inconvenience, but let's move on. So if you're looking for group membership, looking to join for group membership or looking to join for one-on-one training, just simply go to the techtrainingacademy.com, all right, and go to techtrainingacademy.com and check the levels over there. There are membership levels, and if you're looking for group membership, there is group membership or group training. And if you're looking for one-on-one training, just fill that form and send that form to me for further information. All right, and if you're looking for updates, or else you can follow me on Twitter for updates, so you can get that Twitter from website as well, or you can go to my TradingView profile, or you can get all these links from my from my channel in the description box. All right, so you can get all these links and you can follow me on those sites for ideas and for updates. All right, so let's look at the social sites. Okay, so social sites, you can get all those social sites from my signature box on TradingView. All right, so website, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Slack group, which is a paid group, paid platform, and then Telegram. Now let's move on to the setups. So setups are, if you guys remember, the bigger time frame. Okay, so first of all, we're going to look at the dollar index, bigger time frame. Let me quickly look at the dollar index chart. So there is the dollar index chart. So price is pushing lower, heading lower, all right? And we were anticipating this bigger, triangle, okay, that triangle to continue to go lower. So last week we were anticipating another push up and then drop. Okay, we did not see that another push up last week and price just broke out. Okay, if you remember that, we were anticipating another push up and then drop. So we have seen a very aggressive breakout on dollar index. So bigger time frame, you have just seen where we are anticipating dollar index to go. So this triangle broken out, okay, this symmetrical triangle is broken out. We are heading you know, for the next leg lower. So it's similar kind of correction there on lower time frame. Okay, if that appears, then this move, okay, breakdown and continue to go lower. Okay, so complete that bigger ABC move there. Okay, like that, complete that bigger ABC move there and then go higher. There's going to be a buy setup on the dollar again, back to that top from these lows. So that's the structure on the dollar index. Okay, so aggressive move, bounce off, go back up. Okay, from that top again start selling. Okay, so this trade for next week, once you're going to see that the breakout is going sharp aggressive bounce off is going to come from the current price. If bounce off is not coming, price starting to correct again like this previous one, all right, this then start selling it for another leg lower. Okay, so just make sure when you are selling the dollar index or buying the euro dollar or any other currency like the dollar sheaf for more downside, then make sure you understand that where you are buying and where you are selling. So you have to manage your trades really well for selling the dollar at the current prices. Okay, so bigger ABC move, just similar kind of correction. All right, bigger 4-hour correction. Okay, 4-hour correction and breakout, continue to go lower. Okay, so sharp move is already happened over there, so just correct that and first of all look for this to go back up. Okay, this breakout after this correction is already there on the 15-minute time frame. So once market gonna open, bounce off, price has already bounced off, just need to watch for the 15-minute correction to go back up. That's our structure. All right, we still can see another leg higher within that sideways market. All right, so which is going to give us change in pattern formation. Before that, what we were having, if I'm going to look at this updates, okay, these are the updates, how that triangle appeared over there. That flag, we were looking for that flag to break lower. Okay, we're anticipating flag formation then. Okay, then that flag formation did not continue, then turn into a triangle. Yeah, and since then triangle from top, we were looking it to continue to go lower. These, you know, updates are telling you what has happened with the dollar index. All right, so then this triangle, this just recently going lower. Okay, then from that bottom we were anticipating price action. We had a buy over there, short term, I mean buy, yeah, this buy, short term buy, and then this is the update. Okay, this is the updated chart. Okay, we are currently anticipating a bigger correction for more downside rather than for more up. Okay, the price action will tell you that which way you are going to trade. Okay, if bounce off is already there on 15-minute time frame. Now that 15-minute time frame to keep pushing higher. If that 15-minute time frame is turning into a 4-hour time frame corrections, then continue to go lower. So we are live on the trading view as well. Hopefully you guys are having, you know, everything is just fine. Let me go live on the trading view. So trading view results are not so good. So hopefully, so we are live on the trading view as well, guys. So that's the dollar index structure, dollar index chart. All right, we're gonna look at the euro dollar. So euro dollar chart is there, the bigger time frame chart. Okay, that's the bigger time frame chart, and it is going, all right. So it's just bouncing off last week back within the channel. Okay, so it can push up to, after forming that correction, the 4-hour time frame correction, which I have just shown you on the DXY. Okay, push up to that trend line and then drop. Okay, this is going to be a good trade, right, on the euro dollar. This is going to be a good trade, and buy on the dollar index. This is going to be a good trade. So don't miss the price action on the euro. All right, don't miss the price action on the euro. So keep close eyes on the euro. The higher the euro goes, going to create a good opportunity for selling. All right, so updates are there on the euro dollar as well on the lower time frame. I think we're going to get the updated chart on the Telegram. All right, and the euro dollar chart was the triangle. Okay, let's quickly look at this triangle. Okay, so from bottom we had that move, and from that top we were anticipating another leg lower or keep pushing higher. Okay, now this is the updated chart, very much similar like the dollar index. All right, so correct. Okay, 4-hour time frame correction, keep pushing higher at that trend line. Bigger time frame analysis, I have just shown you close to the trend line, fall, go, and another drop lower back to the bottom. Okay, this chart, price is about to tag the trend line. Okay, just keep close eyes once price is going to go above 112. All right, for short. So lower time frame, all right, this 15-minute correction to get bigger. All right, this, okay, she's looking for this trade for next week from that top. Okay, and if that's going to turn into a 4-hour time frame correction, go back up for another drop. If not, then go lower. Okay, this structure is clearly telling you that which way you should trade. All right, so sharp sell, correct, go down. Okay, okay, so sharp sell, correct, go down. Okay, sharp sell is not coming, correcting, go higher, start selling again. That's the euro dollar. And dollar CHF. All right, so dollar CHF is also pushing lower. Okay, so 15-minute bounce off, correct, buy. Okay, 15-minute bounce off is not coming, correcting 4-hour time frames. You can sell at there, okay, but make sure you're selling the dollar CHF with care at these areas. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying that, because the Swiss National Bank is intervening in the market. All right, so they are trying to depreciate their currency. All right, so they are intervening in the market. They are trying to drop their currencies. Okay, so that they can so that they can stop CHF as playing as a safe haven. All right, so they are trying. All right, they are trying to go against the market forces. Okay, so which means that every trade you are taking for short on the dollar CHF for the downside, you should understand that weaknesses on the CHF still can push dollar higher against the CHF. All right, and it can stay sideways. So that's the dollar CHF structure. All right, and the dollar CAD. All right, dollar CAD is pushing lower. Where is the bigger time frame? Let's look at that first, and then we're gonna go to the lower time frame analysis. So bigger time frame analysis is there. We are having break, drop after completion of that triangle. Okay, so very much similar like the DXY. So what is the bigger time frame analysis? The bigger time frame analysis is the simple flat formation. Okay, that's the bigger time frame analysis. Bigger flat formation there. Okay, why that bigger flat formation there? Oil prices needs to recover. Okay, so recovery on oil prices are already recovering. All right, and CAD gonna get strong. So all the way back to the bottom. Yeah, so if we're gonna see oil prices around 100, then easily we're gonna get that price. All right, close to 100 or above 100, then we're gonna get that price 120. So 100 is far away on oil prices. All right, at the moment. So just keep following the corrections you are having on the oil. All right, and keep following the corrections you are having on the dollar against the CAD. Okay, and go up to 130. All right, go up to 130, and we'll see what we're going to have on 130 at the dollar CAD. Either we are going to have another shock on the oil prices, or oil is going to go above 65. Okay, so that's the longer term chart which you should keep in your mind. That's the updated chart, correction to form. All right, so there are many, just understand that there are many people following me on the social sites. They are following me on the YouTube. All right, some of them are even member of my group. All right, and what they are doing, some even those guys who are member of my group, they are trying to teach people. All right, they are trying to teach people, and it's a good thing that they are sharing that knowledge with others. All right, but some of them are trying to use my charts. All right, so trying to use my chart, and they are using my chart, not trying to use my chart. They are using my charts and my setups and my ideas. Okay, and that they are selling to the public. All right, they are selling to the people. they're selling to their customers, all right? So simply they are doing copy paste stuff, all right? So they're copying my chart and selling those charts with to people. So make sure you are aware about those guys, all right? Those who are, you know, using copy paste stuff. They don't have, you know, their own knowledge. They don't have their own ideas, all right? I mean, they are not having their own setups. Okay, they are just using others and copy and then pasting and selling that stuff to people and trying to make money from people. All right, so just make sure you are aware about those black sheeps. All right, so yeah, you can see over there. So correction appeared over there. I mean, we were anticipating a correction to appear over there. Now correction appearing over there, and some people were showing that we were selling there and this and that. So they are just, you know, using my charts to sell the people. So make sure you understand that. Okay, so we were anticipating correction on dollar CAD. Correction is there. Okay, how you can see that? You see there, price was dropping. We were anticipating correction, and this chart posted on my. So people are stealing information, our information, and selling that to public. So make sure you are aware about that stuff, guys. So dollar CAD is pushing lower, going down. What's next? Last week we were anticipating it to push for another up move and then drop. Okay, push up and then drop. We have seen a very strong aggressive breakout over there, and prices just keep pushing lower. Okay, by the way, updates are there on the dollar CAD chart. Okay, so you're gonna realize that how patterns develop, all right, and how these trend lines and structure helps us to figure it out, where we are going to see setups, where we are going to see best possible opportunities in the market. All right, so on this chart you just see lines, all right? Those who are not familiar with this structure and patterns, on this chart you see lines, all right? But those lines are telling us something, all right? So showing us patterns. So you can see over there, updates are there. So we were anticipating flat, and all right, that flat, then expanding triangle, all right? Expanding triangle did not appear over there. That expanding triangle turned into a symmetrical contracting triangle, all right? A symmetrical triangle. We were anticipating that flag to break out. Okay, we have gone all through, I mean, all these updates. Those who are following me on the YouTube. Okay, we have gone through all these updates. Okay, so you can see it's behaving very nicely, guys. By the way, that was the update. Okay, look at that. This is the important stuff. Okay, that's the important stuff. Don't sell here. Wait for the sharp breakdown or short-term buy after having 50-minute impulse. So we had that short-term buy. We were anticipating that to complete there and then drop. So we did not see that one more up move, which I have shown you last week, and then we have seen aggressive breakdown. So what's next? Okay, so next is that continuation to the downside. Okay, but when you're going to sell the dollar CAD at the current prices, make sure you understand that this correction can get bigger. All right, this correction can get bigger like that. Okay, can get bigger. Okay, and the bigger the correction, again, you're going to get a good opportunity to go for short on the dollar CAD. So what's next on the lower time frame? So just follow that flat formation. Okay, there is a pattern is completed, everything is just completed over there. Just watch that to continue to go lower. Okay, this flat formation, once market gonna open, watch for the price to tag that top again and look for this leg. Okay, another correction, and they continue to go lower every time when price come close to these lows. All right, this area. So watch it to break down aggressively and the next leg to appear over there aggressively. If not breaking lower, okay, going for a bigger correction, yeah, short-term buy. But once price going to complete that 4-hour time frame correction, then continue to go lower. Okay, that's the dollar CAD chart, guys. Longer term bearish. Go up to 130, 1.30. All right. So Australian dollar, US dollar chart. Okay, so still, you know, short to medium term bullish. Okay, so longer term also bullish, but the important point to notice here on the Australian dollar, US dollar, and the New Zealand dollar, US dollar is that currently, Main Street is telling something else, all right, and Wall Street is telling something else. Okay, Wall Street means stock market is still pushing higher, and Main Street is telling a completely different story in the world, all right, or in the US. Okay, too many people are losing their jobs. Economy, you can say that, is stuck over there. So in this environment, stock market is going to the opposite direction of the reality. Okay, and we are having a very strong divergence between the Main Street and the Wall Street. Okay, that divergence cannot stay there. Okay, so at some point both gonna meet at some point. All right, either the Wall Street gonna follow the Main Street, or Main Street gonna follow the Wall Street. All right, so highly likely, Main Street gonna follow the Wall Street. All right, so which gonna bring recovery into the market. Okay, so longer term is a recovery, so you're looking longer term recovery in the market. All right, and if that we are not going to see recovery, and we are going, if the Wall Street is going to follow the Main Street, then another drop in the market. All right, or another drop on the risk assets, and another rise on the safe havens. All right, so just keep that basic thing in your mind. Okay, so the risk assets can keep pushing higher. Okay, when risk asset, we are still bullish on the risk assets. All right, and risk assets gonna bring strength on those currencies or on those commodities which are related to the risk assets. All right, and when we're gonna see drop on the risk assets, then just follow the trend. All right, across the market. Yeah, or follow the or buy the safe havens. So we're gonna look at them one by one. So bullish on the Australian dollar, US dollar. Okay, so this correction to break out, the correction already completed over there. Okay, we were buying the Australian dollar last week for short term for upside. Let me bring the chart. All right, for short term. So these charts are only available into the group, guys. So you have to be a member to get these trades. All right, so we were short term buying the Australian dollar. Let me find that chart if I'll be able to. So it will take times, guys. It will take times. You have to search all those charts. Okay, so you can see I have to search those charts before we're gonna give you. So let's move on. So you look in this, all right. So first of all, you're looking for short term one more leg lower, okay, and this flat formation to complete. This is the trade you're searching for next week, okay, and watch price section for that. And once price going to complete that flat formation, that's the trade, okay, next leg. Yeah, so price can break out. So make sure you get into the trade after having some good price action on your 15-minute time frame. Okay, if breakout, break the top, continue, wait for another correction, and then keep pushing higher. So short to medium term bullish on the Australian dollar, US dollar. Okay, so short medium term bullish, short term bearish, another leg lower within that flat formation, and then again buy. Okay, so that's the Australian dollar, US dollar, bullish. Go up to 70. All right, go up to 70, and just follow the New Zealand dollar as well, same like this, the Australian dollar, US dollar. Okay, so on a bigger time frame, we are looking for recovery on the New Zealand dollar. All right, so longer term recovery. But as I said, if Wall Street is going to follow the Main Street, okay, we still can see another leg lower, okay, like that. All right, so we had intervention from the central banks last time in 2008 again, then after that we have seen a recovery. So we have seen, intervention again from the central banks. A lot of billions are coming into the market. They're printing trillions, all right, putting that trillions into the market. The market in longer term should follow that trend recovery, okay, longer term recovery on the currencies. So if Wall Street is going to follow the Main Street, means that we are going to see another crash on the equities, okay, then simply stick to the trend, okay, one more leg lower back to the bottom. There are going to be price action, and I will update if I'll see that it is going to drop for another leg lower, okay, and then longer term recovery again. So if I'm going to go to the lower time frame, So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, so short-term sell back within the flat formation, all right? Short-term sell, this flat formation, short-term sell, hold that bottom and continue to keep pushing higher. Okay, if breakout, correct another time and keep pushing higher, slowly back to that top. All right, back to that top. So which wave we are looking right now on the New Zealand dollar? That's the wave. Okay, so last week we were anticipating another leg lower. Okay, price just keep pushing higher. So we are looking this leg to complete over there at that trend line. Okay, where price is somewhere there at that top. So if I'm going to go to the lower time frame, I'm going to give you an idea that what you should search over there. Okay, this trade. First of all, you're searching that trade. How far that trade goes, just follow that. Okay, move on break even once you can get into the trade after watching price action over there on 15-minute time frame. Okay, like that. So this trade, how far that goes, if the move is going to be pretty sharp like that, okay, then extend your target all these areas. Okay, for watch correction and extend your target. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, then extend your target. This is a counter trend trade. Okay, the trade I'm talking. Okay, then extend your target all the way back to that bottom and then again continuation for upside. So that's the New Zealand dollar. Bullish, but short term bearish within that flat formation. Short term, one more leg lower. If I'm going to go to the 15-minute time frame, I'm going to put some risk reward ratio over there. You're searching sell setup over there. Okay, so we were looking for sell last week. We were looking for buy as well on the Australian dollar. Yeah, so search this trade first, but after having some price action at that top, all right, on 15-minute time frame. Price action is really important, guys. That's the New Zealand dollar and pound dollar. Okay, so pound dollar bigger time frame chart, nothing changed on the bigger time frame chart. Okay, and there is the bigger time frame. Okay, analysis longer term reversal. Okay, this flag, okay, this flag to break out. Pound is lagging, all right? Pound is lagging. Australian dollar made its move. New Zealand dollar making its move. Euro making its move, all right? Rising. Okay, but pound is not rising, all right? Because we are having some pressure on the pound from Brexit side and from negative interest rate sides, all right? But pound will follow Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar, okay, and euro dollar. So we just need a good news, okay, a small good news that gonna move the pound aggressively. For you guys know that how pound moves, all right? Pound moves very aggressively. So hopefully you are already long on the pound dollar from the lows, all right? And if not, okay, then you are looking for another simple flat formation there. Okay, this flat formation to form. I'm going to look at the lower time frame too. All right, so this flat formation to form and price to tag that bottom and continue to go higher. Your target should be that, all right, for medium term 35. For short term, for another, yeah, medium term target is there. So the longer term target is the 150 or 140 on the pound. Okay, and if I'm going to go to the lower time frame, so you're looking another correction over there. Okay, we got a breakout of this correction last week and nice breakout. Okay, we had another correction over there. We were looking for buy there. We are already long on the pound dollar. Okay, we were expecting, you know, this breakout to come. I was showing you that impulsive move to watch in the weekly market outlook. So you're looking for another correction. Okay, that correction, if test 122 and form that flat formation, okay, longer term bullish. All right, so watch for that flat formation. If that flat or expanding triangle is not appearing over there, then another correction. So which means that you still can sell for short-term counter. I mean this trade, okay, within this area. For that, you have to watch price action over there on 15-minute time frame and that trade. And once price going to complete that, start looking for longer-term reversal. So stay bullish on the pound. Every time when pound come close to 120, 121, 122, these are the good areas to go for long on the pound for longer term buy. All right, so if you remember my old chart, so hopefully you understand that what I'm talking about. So pound dollar, Your dollar yen is not a good chart at the moment. Okay, if you're trading on the dollar yen, then trade with care. Okay, because it is moving into a sideways market. All right, and struggling. All right, so I'm showing this expanding triangle since last couple of weeks, if you guys remember. Okay, form that expanding triangle and then continue to go lower. So same analysis this week as well. All right, so another leg higher. Okay, and complete that expanding triangle at that top. Okay, so trade with care on the dollar yen. All right, so this move, that move to complete their expanding triangle and then continue to go lower. All right, so short-term bullish, short to medium-term bullish. So this flat formation to continue to go higher. How to trade on the dollar yen? Okay, dollar yen to get lower for another leg lower within that flat, and then start looking for buy within these areas. Okay, for that move up. All right, and for this move, you have to track 15-minute correction over there. Okay, and need to time your entry really well for buy. So trade with care on the dollar yen. Right, it's in a sideways market. So that expanding triangle on the dollar yen. So euro yen is the opportunity which you should watch really carefully for next couple of. I mean, you should keep close eyes on the euro yen, because it is creating a nice opportunity for next couple of weeks to months. All right. So we were anticipating counter trend move on the euro yen. All right, counter trend move from the bottom. So we are having that counter trend move from the bottom on the euro yen. Expanding triangle is appearing over there. Okay, the expanding triangle. Okay, now that expanding triangle to complete over there. All right, at that top, and then continue to go lower. So this is going to be a decent move to trade. All right, a nice wave. There are going to be plenty of opportunities to trade on the euro yen. So what's for next week? All right, so next week arrow is showing what you should look for. Okay, another lower time frame correction over there like last week, and keep pushing higher. Complete that wave there. Okay, this move to complete over there at that top, struggle over there, fall aggressively, correct, continue to go lower. We were selling euro yen at these areas. Okay, for that next leg. I have shown you all these trades in the weekly market outlook, guys, if you remember. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, short-term trading on the euro yen, trending trade for upside. But make sure when you are selling the safe haven assets, okay? So you understand that crash can happen on the equities, okay? And that crash can give strength to the yen pairs. Why we are having weaknesses on the yen? Why yen going lower? The reason is why chief is going lower. The reason is that the central banks are intervening in the market. Okay, so this correction to continue to go higher after that correction. Go all the way back to that expanding triangle. Okay, correction to form, complete that wave there and start selling. So short term, bullish buy on the euro yen for upside back to the top. So pound yen, bigger time frame analysis hasn't changed. All right, so that's the bigger time frame analysis. Okay, longer term reversal. This is also going to be a good trade. Okay, this trade, like that trade, you see that now price action is building over there, like same like the last time. All right, or there we had the wave. We were even looking for buy at that time too in the pound yen. So if I'm gonna go to the, let me check if I do have updates on this chart. Okay, that's what we were anticipating last week. All right, so flag to break out at this area, again continue to go higher, or test these lows and then continue to go higher. Okay, so what's next? So the next is the flat, very much same like the pound dollar chart. All right, pound dollar chart I have slightly shown you in a different way, but this is what you are looking for longer term on the dollar pound yen, not just on this, all right, but on the pound dollar as well. So this is what you are looking. All right, so continue to go higher, break that top, okay, and give us that bigger wave, daily wave. Okay, if not breaking, struggle at that top again, strong sell, go down for this move. Okay, this is going to be a decent trade as well. So what is for next week? This is a longer term picture. Okay, what is there for next week? All right, so just go to the lower time frame, same like the pound dollar chart. Okay, we were buying the the pound yen as well last week. So let me check if I do have that chart quickly on the pound yen. So we were buying the pound yen chart, pound yen, and there are too many charts, so it's difficult to find these old charts quickly. I think that's the chart. Yes. Okay, so this is the trade. That was the trade. So same trade again on the pound yen. All right. So that was the trade on the pound yen. So we were anticipating it to come down, give us a buy opportunity over there, and then continue to go higher. So that trade already. So the goal is this. Okay, this is what we are anticipating. Medium term. Okay, so same again. If I'm gonna draw structure over there, short term, one more draw back to that bottom, okay, and continue to go higher. Okay, this correction already broken out, which we were anticipating last week. Okay, keep pushing higher or go down, test that bottom, and then continue to go higher. Okay, flat formation. Price to go down for another time up to this previous low. So that's the structure. Okay, hopefully you got my point. So pound yen, bullish for longer term, short term still, short term one more leg lower, back to the flat formation on lower time frame, and then test the bottom, and then continue to go higher for longer term. The euro pound, very much same. Okay, like last week, weekly chart, longer term reversal happening. Another tip over there on this chart, guys. Stay short on the euro pound. Every time when it comes close to 1 or 90, 98, 96, or simply whenever price comes close to parity on euro pound, sell it. Okay, what is the updated chart? Euro pound. We were anticipating this to break down. Broke out. Okay, expanding triangle, which I have shown you to watch in case if it fall correctively. We had that expanding triangle. All right. Now what's for next week? Stay bearish. Okay, nothing new. Stay bearish. Just make sure you understand the price action on lower time frame before you get into the trade. Okay, now this is the update. So you're searching sell over there from that top. All right, so correct and continue to go lower. Okay, if again going into another correction like that, short term buy, again start looking for stronger sell, and this to break down and continue to go lower. Okay, so stay bearish every time, and you see that the euro pound is pushing higher. Okay, so stay bearish. This is going to be a good trade. All right, so this trade. All right, just look at this chart. Okay, you can get that chart from there. Just watch this. Okay, that was the correction. Okay, we were anticipating strong breakout. We had that strong breakout. So you're waiting for this to happen again. It will. All right, it will. So patience and wait for that to happen. So same on the euro pound chief. Okay, bigger time frame analysis is the expanding triangle. Okay, on a 4-hour time frame, flat formation. Okay, so prices will respect these areas. So you look in this correction to, that's the trade, all right? This correction to break out and continue to go higher on the pound chief. Okay, so that's the trade for next week. And longer term, reversal, all right? That either that flat formation or longer term go up to 131. So EURCAD, what is the bigger time frame? What is the bigger time frame analysis? Let's go there. That's the bigger time frame. Okay, what price is doing? Pushing lower slowly. What has happened in the past? That has happened in the past. All right, so the expanding triangle to go lower, it went lower. All right, that was the update after that. Okay, what's for next week? That's for next week. what to do? Wait for the price action on 15-minute time frame at that top. Put your stop behind that. Look for this trade back to that bottom. If move is going to be sharp, stay in. All right, stay in. Another correction, and then continue to go lower. So we are not anticipating the aggressive sell at the moment, guys. So EURCAD is coming back within the average price. Okay, so that's the average price. So we're gonna see different types of corrections over there. I mean different types of patterns over there within that circle. So sideways market, okay, can be there on the EURCAD. So just got it. What's for next week? This expanding triangle to another expanding triangle to continue to go lower. Okay, so lower time frame correction, that trade. Okay, fall aggressively, stay in. If not, take off your profit and short term buy again over there. Okay, so price to correct over there. So deeper the correction, the better the entry you're gonna get. Put stop behind that and look for EURCAD to continue to go lower. Just reverse the CADCHF. Okay, longer term reversal. All right, or recovery. Longer term go up to 79 again. So on lower time frame, another correction which we are having. All right, so another correction to break out. Okay, this correction to break out aggressively, correct for another time, give us a reversal. That's the CADCHF chart. Aussie New Zealand dollar. As I said, guys, there are many black sheeps who are doing this copy paste stuff. Okay, they don't have their own own stuff. So look at that. Okay, we were looking for buy this first, guys, even when people don't have clue what this pair is doing. Okay, and the magic was there on the lower time frame. We were buying this at this area, that place. All right, so make sure you understand that there are people who are using these charts and selling that to people. Yeah, even we were looking for that buy there. Okay, let me bring that chart to the New Zealand dollar. They don't have their own stuff, and then using copy paste stuff. So this is what I have shown you last week. Price is doing really well, pushing higher, but not so aggressive. All right, but still price to complete that wave there. All right, so yeah, chart is very much clear, guys. I think I don't need to talk about that. All right, so this is what you're looking. So you're looking price to go down again within these areas. All right, and let me show you the lower time frame analysis. Okay, this is what you are looking. Yeah, trade setup is clear over there. That's the setup. Okay, we were expecting it to come and tag the 65, 66, 50, those areas, and then continue to go higher. So that trade, the short-term trade, is already happening over there. Okay, but this chart is still tradable. Okay, this for next week. If I'm gonna go to the lower time frame or zoom in, okay, there you are watching price action, price to continue to go higher. Okay, that's your short-term trade. If move is going to be pretty sharp like that, then extend your target up to 110. Okay, that's your Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Okay, just reverse, not reverse. All right, just stay bullish on the New Zealand dollar. Okay, that's the trade. Chart is clear. Longer term recovery. All right, or Wall Street to follow the main street. Okay, if Wall Street is going to follow the main street, then another drop. Okay, so we are not anticipating that. We are not anticipating that the main Wall Street gonna follow the main street. Right? So we are anticipating that main street gonna follow the Wall Street. All right, and we're gonna have recovery like that. Okay, same like the 2008, and the price is gonna go there. So that's a longer term view. So what's on lower time frame analysis? Short-term buy. All right, so short-term buy within these areas. Okay, this trade. When you should start selling these currencies, okay, when you should start selling the Australian dollar, all right, or New Zealand dollar, once you're going to see that the sharp move is going to come, all right, like that sharp move is going to come. If you see that the sharp move is going to come and this is going to break out, stop buying. Okay, stop buying and start looking for a correction, go down. Okay, this is going to happen then when Wall Street going to follow the, or simply you can see that when central banks going to stop printing more money. Okay, when central banks going to stop printing more money, then you're going to see that drop. Okay, on lower time frame, stay bullish. First of all, short term, one more drop, as I said, on the Australian dollar, New Zealand, Australian dollar, US dollar. Okay, so this one more drop, flat formation, short term sell. Okay, and then continue to go higher. So same analysis on the Euro Australian dollar, continue to keep pushing lower. All right, so slowly in a bigger time frame, weekly time frame. All right, so weekly time frame analysis is this: longer term recovery or go back up. Main Street, Wall Street issue. All right, okay, Main Street, Wall Street. Wall Street is going to follow the Main Street. Another crash. All right, then buy. So on lower time frame, the 4-hour time frame, just keep pushing lower. Okay, another leg lower. This trade back to these areas. So stay bullish on the Australian dollar. Okay, so this short-term trade for next week. So go back up and this trade, all right, keep pushing lower or test these areas. Okay, price to test these areas and then go lower, platform, expanding triangle. All right, expanding triangle and then continue to go lower. So New Zealand yen, okay, another leg higher. All right, this leg, another leg higher. If I'm going to look at the bigger time frame, all right, so bigger time frame analysis, longer term recovery, again Main Street, Wall Street. All right, keep that thing into your mind. Main Street, Wall Street. Main Street is going to follow the Wall Street, then recovery. All right, if Wall Street is going to follow the Main Street, okay, one more drop. Okay, so on lower time frame, one more up move. Okay, that flag to breakout and continue to go higher. Okay, correct for another time, keep pushing higher. Correct for another time, keep pushing higher. When you should start selling, when you're going to see that the sharp sell is going to come, just follow that. Okay, if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, okay, so sharp sell. Every time in this sharp sell is coming, start selling. All right, struggling, short term buy. Okay, so struggling, short term buy, struggling, short term buy. Okay, how far that short term buy goes, follow that next leg. All right, CAD yen, very much same. Another correction, breakout. Okay, this correction, breakout, and next leg, correction, next leg. Okay, so sharp sell coming from the previous top, sharp sell coming, follow that, put stop behind that, correction, continue to go lower. I'm going to go to the bigger time frame. Okay, bigger time frame is this. Last week, what we were anticipating, okay, another leg to push higher. We had that, and then anticipating price action there for this one more drop. Okay, we still can see that trade. Okay, price still weak. This trade, the trade which I have shown you, for that trade, sharp sell, as I said. Okay, sharp sell is not coming. Stay bullish. One more up move. Correction. One more up move. CAD yen, Aussie yen is also same. Okay, another leg higher next week. All right, so this bottom, another leg higher. Correction, another leg higher. What is the bigger time frame analysis? Again, Main Street, Wall Street issue. Okay, if Wall Street is going to follow the Main Street, you're going to see stronger sell over there. Okay, and that stronger sell going to give us another leg lower. Okay, this we are not anticipating at the moment. If you're going to get the price action, we will definitely search that trade, that wave with the trend. On lower time frame, all right, so same analysis like the other Aussie pairs. Okay, so these areas to hold this one more leg. Okay, correct, one more leg. All right, so stay bullish for short term as long as price keep forming those corrections and keep pushing higher. Aussie CAD, same. All right, so short term up. Okay, so this trade, one more up move. So price can correct, all right? So price slightly can correct back within these areas, okay? So if so, then stay bullish or short term up. Okay, Kiwi chief correction is happening. Let me go to the lower time frame. Let me go to the, yes, zoom in. So okay, price to form that flat formation, okay, and currently price has completed the correction. All right, and what was the last week analysis? This buy, okay, that has happened. All right, and for next week this flat formation to form. All right, if that flat formation is not forming, price is pushing higher, correct, keep pushing higher, correct, keep pushing higher. Okay, not pushing higher, tagging these areas again, dropping, correction is getting bigger, stay bullish. Yes, this is tradable for short term, okay, like that. If you remember, I was asking you to look for short term sell, so these areas for this short term trade. Okay, and correction to complete, and then stay bullish for short term. Counter trend trade for short term on the USD pairs everywhere. Kiwi chief, yes, arrow is showing what to do. Lower time frame, 4 hour time frame, all right. So go there. Okay, watch that correction to breakout. Okay, so these areas lows. Last week we had that correction, we got a breakout, we were anticipating something like that, if you guys remember, right? That structure, so we got a breakout. The correction is happening over there, just continue to go higher for another leg. Kiwi to get strong. For next week, short term bullish, all right? So short term bullish, you have to time your entry on 15-minute time frame. If you're gonna go to time your entry on this 4 hour time frame, you will not be able to get a good entry, okay? And you may trap yourself on a drawdown, or you're gonna get stopped out. So you have to time your entry in 15-minute time frame, all right? After watching price action for next leg. So make sure you understand that, right? So the Euro New Zealand dollar to break down and continue to go lower. Okay, breakdown and continue to go lower. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame or zoom in, okay, so breakout, sharp breakout, correct, there is the example, okay, there is the example, okay, and that trade for next week, back to that bottom. If fall is going to be very aggressive, stay in, watch correction and keep pushing lower. So euro to drop against the New Zealand dollar as well, okay, if not dropping, yeah, if not pushing, breaking that breakout is not coming, okay, there's gonna be a short term one more up move, okay, this one more up move and then drop again, okay, back to that top. Where is the chart? Where was the chart? Okay, there was the chart last time. Okay, so then same trade gonna be over there, okay, at this same trade gonna be over there at this previous high, this trade. Okay, short term push up is coming. So euro New Zealand dollar, EURJPY also bounced off. Where is the chart? Chart is also there, okay. This might be a short term buy for, okay, and maybe you guys gonna think that this is a short term buy. That was a short term buy, just 30, 40, 60 pip trade, all right, 60 pip trade. Or so this is actually not a 60 pip trade, okay. This can turn into a very good wave for longer term, all right, and the price can push up above 15, 1.15, all right, in longer term. So if I'm going to look at the bigger time frame analysis, right, so bigger time frame is this. Why bullish longer term on the euro against the chief? Because the Swiss National Bank want their currency to go into that direction, so you should follow them, not the market forces. Why follow them? Because they have printer, to print a lot of money, all right. You can't do that. You have to earn money, then you can go against them. They can't do that. I mean, you can't do that, but they can, all right. They can print a lot of money, all right. So price is going to go there where central banks want prices to go. This is I mean, don't go against the Fed, or don't go against the central banks. So that's the bigger time frame analysis. Price to go back to the 120 in longer run. So what is the lower time frame analysis? Okay, price still can visit the lows up to 105, all right, 105.2, 105.3, still can visit those lows. So if it is going to visit those lows, you are longer term bullish, all right. And what's for next next week. Okay, so still short term one more drop can happen, so you can still short term sell the EUROCHF, but when you sell, make sure you understand that. Okay, so this one more drop is already happening, this expanding triangle to form and continue to go higher. Okay, if the price is going to fall all the way back to the bottom, you can trade on this move, okay, for short term back to these lows. All right, and then take your profit and start looking for longer term buy. All right, so only central banks are allowed to have that printer. All right, so you are not allowed to have those printers. You have to go to work from 9 to 5, and then you will be able to make money. All right, so simply we can say that it's a modern slavery. All right, so Kiwi still can draw for one more leg lower. Okay, but it's not a best pair to trade these days. Okay, it can go lower, so make sure you trade with care. So Kiwi CAD and Pound CAD to go back up. Arrow is showing, go back up. That trade, all right. Lower time frame, just follow the price action. Bullish on the pound. Okay, this ABC move to go higher. All right, so this ABC move to go higher. So these areas are good to watch price action for. I mean, this area is good to go for buy on the Pound CAD. All right, and pound Australian dollar, 2-day chart. Price is testing the structure. Okay, price is testing the trend line. Break out of that. Okay, break out of that and go into that direction. This trade. Okay, not looking for this move. So pound Australian dollar to break up. All right, so breakout. So short term still bearish. Okay, so short term still bearish. So short term still bearish. Okay, so short breakup, correct, buy. If I'm going to look at the lower time frame, still bearish. As you guys know that Australian dollar is still strong, right? And pound needs to pick up. Pound is waiting for some good news, all right? Some good news related to the Brexit or related to the negative interest rate policy, all right? So if good news are coming from there, pound gonna spike up. Okay, so short term still bearish. All right, it can keep pushing lower. So you're watching for aggressive breakout of that trend. Right, once that aggressive breakout is coming, bigger time frame chart I have just shown you. So pound New Zealand dollar is not a best pair to trade these days, guys. All right, but bullish on this too. Right, where the arrow is showing. So breakout, this short term corrective trend, an expanding triangle and go higher. Not a best pair to trade these days. So dollar rand. Okay, dollar rand. What I said on the bigger time frame, correction is due. Okay, that bigger correction is due. Right? So central banks are intervening in the market. So that bigger correction is due on a lower time frame. Okay, another leg higher. Right? That short term one more up move. If this correction gets bigger, okay, then don't buy. All right, if correction is getting bigger, this correction, don't buy, right? Because as said, we're going to have a bigger correction on a bigger time frame. So you look in this trade, okay, trending trade, this trade back to that top or up to 20. Okay, so you're watching price action on lower time frame, on your 15-minute time frame, and put your stop behind that. Okay, don't buy this currency at these areas without stop loss. All right. So dollar rand to continue to go higher. So dollar peso is also following the dollar rand, all right? So not a best pair to trade these days, guys, okay? But it's turning into a bigger correction. So you can trade against this trend, but it's very dangerous to sell these currencies, specifically if you are not using stop loss, all right? Why? Because crash can happen, and these currencies, yeah, you can see where the trend is going. Yeah, they're going to continue to go higher. So this bigger correction is due for more upside, longer term correction. For lower time frame, right? For lower time frame, let me remove that trend line. Okay, for lower time frame. Okay, so another correction to form and keep pushing lower. Okay, so sharp rise, short term one more up move back to that top. Not a best pair to trade these days, guys. Now let's move on to the couple of more pairs, and then I'm going to look at the Bitcoin. So this is dollar against the Hong Kong. What's happening in the Hong Kong? Hopefully you guys know that, all right, and understand that what's happening in the Hong Kong. US, China, both are fighting on Hong Kong. So currently we are having intervention, and that's driving the prices lower, dollar lower against the Hong Kong, all right. Once once they're not going to have enough reserves, all right, dollar reserves, then what price going to do? Obviously price going to spike for upside. So prices the dollar against the Hong Kong in a very tight ranges, all right. So 785 to 775, these are the ranges, tight ranges. Price is running within these ranges since before 2005. So staying within the, I mean, you can see that pegged price, pegged, right? Prices are pegged within these areas. So hopefully that central bank gonna hold that pegged rate, all right, and we're gonna have that move the way we were anticipating this move to happen from that top, all right. So hopefully you remember. Let me check if I do get a chart. Should be on a 4-hour time frame. There is the chart. Okay, so we were anticipating more than that, all right, but I mean this chart was on a 4-hour time frame. So there you got. So we had that drop, all right. So it was in a 2018. So price is testing those areas. Now same again, hold the pegged rate and go back up. So if I'm gonna look at the bigger daily time frame again. So make sure when you buy this currency, when you buy dollar against the Hong Kong, okay, so you use stop loss, right? You use stop loss. Yeah, because central bank, they can announce at any time that they are not going to hold that peg rate anymore, right? Once they're gonna announce that, we may see more aggressive drop over there. Hopefully you guys remember the EUROCHF when Swiss National Bank said that they are not going to hold the 120 peg rate, all right, and we have seen a very, very aggressive drop on the EUROCHF at that time. Okay, so similar thing can happen here too. So what I'm saying in short, I'm saying that use proper risk reward ratio for buy, okay, within these areas. Even you can trade for short term. You can do scalping on this chart too. Every time when price is coming close to the peg rate, short term buy, put stop behind the pegged rate, all right, and short term trading these short term trading. Okay, so short term buy. Bitcoin. What is the bigger time frame analysis? Bigger time frame analysis is still same on the Bitcoin. Let's go to the Bitcoin chart. Okay, one more drop on the Bitcoin. What Bitcoin is doing? Struggling to push more higher. Okay, you look in this leg, another leg lower. We were anticipating that correction to form. Okay, so price is struggling. This is the top, 10,000 to hold, an aggressive sell to come. Okay, and join that sell once you see that the stronger sell is going to come. Okay, so if you are buying the Bitcoin at the 10,000 areas, guys, so make sure you use proper risk reward ratio for buy. Okay, only short term is okay. You can trade for short term on the Bitcoin for upside. Okay, but bigger wave, break out of this. Okay, this correction, break out of that, and this move, tag these areas. It's a 15-minute time frame. Sometimes we use 5-minute time frame, sometimes we use 1-minute time frame. Okay, based on that. Sometimes it depends on the setup, okay, or depends on the price action. Okay, so this to break out, this kind of aggressive sell, entry, stop, continue to go lower. If breakout is not coming and Bitcoin is slowly pushing up to 10,000, okay, watch for aggressive sell to come. So one more leg lower on the Bitcoin. Put your stop behind that once you're going to get into the trade, okay? Once you see that the stronger sell is going to come, got the entry, put stop behind that, and let the Bitcoin to continue to go lower. All right, so platinum to break out for another leg chart is very much clear. No need to talk about that a lot. Hold these areas, that trade. Okay, same like this. Price was holding these areas, buy. Holding these areas, buy. Or same like the silver chart, right? This chart is very much same like the silver chart. If I'm gonna look at the silver chart, all right, I'm gonna show you the similarities. The people are using these information for their own purposes, all right? Silver chart. Okay, what we were anticipating silver to do, go higher. Okay, you see that? This is the silver chart and this is the platinum chart. Is there any difference? No, not a big difference is there. We are having same patterns almost on silver and platinum. Just follow the same way, the way, you know, following you're following the silver. Okay, that trade for next week. Okay, how you can get into the trade, watch these areas on lower time frame. Okay, or that's how we trade. All right, that's how we, okay, so it's a 45-minute time frame. We were anticipating this to tag. This is a reasonable stop loss. Okay, this is not a wider stop loss, this is not a tight stop loss, it's a reasonable stop loss. Okay, so those traders who struggle with the, you know, risk reward with the risk reward ratio, or you can say that those who are not aggressive traders, okay, they can use these stop loss slightly wider or reasonable stop loss. So this is a reasonable stop loss. Okay, even, you know, we have traded on the silver with you know, smaller stop loss than this from the lows. Okay, so reasonable stop loss. So use a reasonable stop loss if you are struggling with the risk reward ratios. Okay, that's the silver. Similar we do that on the platinum. All right, so your short-term trade going to be this, and you're looking that leg. So hopefully you got it. Okay, so same on this. Tag that low again. We got the breakout last. We were anticipating that. Okay, so continuation. Okay, continuation for upside. Or tag that bottom, and then go higher, or push up, correct, go higher. Okay, so platinum to continue to go higher. And let's look at the money now. All right, I have shown you currency. You know, many people, you know, they did not find it useful, the currency chart. I mean, they find it useful, but setups are on the equities. All right, setups are on the indices. Money is there on the indices these days. Why money is there? Because the central banks are printing money to push prices higher, to push asset prices higher. All right, so money is there on the equity. So we're going to look at them. Okay, we're going to look at them. So first of all, let's look at the natural gas. So you look in natural gas, money is there on the indices, guys. So you look in natural gas to continue to go higher, that trade. Okay, you're watching these areas for buy. This previous bottom 160 or 150 within these areas. Okay, 160 or 155, 160, 150 within these areas. You're looking for that trade. Okay, every time when price come close to the previous bottom, you're looking for buy. So natural gas. Now let's look at the Nasdaq 100 index. All right, if I'm going to go to the bigger time frame analysis, that was the trade. There was the money. Okay, and there was the money. Hopefully you have taken some money from there on the Nasdaq 100 index. All right, and it's gone. it's gone. All right. If you haven't traded on the Nasdaq 100 index, you missed it. All right. You missed that move. You missed money over there. All right. So if I'm going to look at the lower time frame, we were looking for buy within those lows. Okay, all these are updates, guys. You look at them, you're going to learn something if you haven't traded. Now, what's next? All right, we were looking for next leg to appear over there. Okay, we got that correction. Now this leg happened. That leg completing at that top. All right. So that, all right, that we were anticipating continue to go higher or change. So what's next? That's the question. Okay, either we are going to see a sharp fall, again, Main Street or Wall Street. Okay, either Wall Street is going to follow the Main Street or Main Street is going to follow the Wall Street. If Main Street is going to follow the Wall Street, continue to go higher. If Wall Street is going to follow the Main Street, another leg lower. We are currently not anticipating that. Okay, we're gonna see sharp sell over there like that. Okay, if this move is going to come, we are not looking for that. So what's next for the next week? Chart is very much clear. Short-term continuation for more upside. Okay, we were looking for short-term buy on this too. All right, and we had that. All right, this expanding triangle. So you're looking at another leg lower within these areas next week when market gonna open. Short-term sell gonna be over there. That, right, that short-term sell from the previous top. But once you're gonna sell the Nasdaq 100 index, trade with care. Okay, you're selling it against the strong trend for upside. So this short-term trade, okay, for next week, once price gonna complete the flat formation, that short-term trade or continue to go higher for next leg. Okay, we were even looking for, you know, for buy. I mean, looking for that wedge ticket. Let me look at that. So we were looking that to continue to go higher. Okay, so this triangle, that triangle is just going higher. So what I said, price to go back within these areas again. All right, and there are the signals, by the way. Okay, there are the signals. If you understand how to use moving averages, that there is the signal. Okay, so same buy signal over there once price can attack within these areas. Okay, so that trade, this trade, you can use your own stop loss. This is a reasonable stop loss. You can use tight stop loss as well by getting into the trade on lower time frame. So Nasdaq 100 index to continue to go higher. Setup I have just shown you, flat formation. We got already moved from the bottom. All right, price to test that area again and continue to go higher. S&P 500. S&P 500. There is the S&P 500 pushing higher, but still below from the top. Okay, means that there is still potential. All right, there is still potential back to that top. Again, Wall Street and Main Street. All right, Wall Street, Main Street. If Main Street is going to follow the Wall Street, S&P 500 will keep pushing higher. If Wall Street is going to follow the Main Street, all right, then we're gonna see that drop. We are not looking that drop. All right, why? Central banks are behind the move. Let me look at the lower time frame, guys. Okay, lower time frame is doing really nice. That's the, I think, Nasdaq 100 index. Yeah, that's the Nasdaq 100 index. There is the S&P 500 chart. Okay, lagging, still lagging behind, lagging and Nasdaq 100 index. All these updates are there. Look at them. You're gonna learn something. All right, look at these updates. You're gonna learn something. So that was the short-term trade we were anticipating last week. All right, I have shown you that. So we got that trade too last week. All right, and we were anticipating this 4-hour time frame correction is still due on indices. Okay, hopefully you got my point. So again, this 4-hour time frame correction is still due on indices. What we are having right now, we are having strong trend. Okay, and prices just following those, prices are following that strong trend, and they keep pushing higher on a lower time frame. So just follow that, stay short term bullish on the indices on lower time frame corrections. All right, and once you're going to have that, the bigger correction is going to appear over there. Then wait for that bigger time frame correction to complete that. Okay, and then there's going to be a nice decent medium term trade for upside. Hopefully I'll update that. Okay, but what we were, let me check if I do have a short-term chart on the S&P 500. We were looking for buy on this too, so it will take a lot of time, guys. So let's move on. So we are past 1 hour, right? So we are past 1 hour. So you look in this simply. Okay, this is your chart for next week. 4-hour time frame correction to form, and that's your chart. Okay, continue to keep pushing higher. If I'm gonna look at the 1-hour time frame, the zoom in. Okay, that's what you are looking. Okay, so one more drop, correction already completed. Okay, we were anticipating this 1-hour correction to continue to go higher. We got that move. So flat formation, tag that bottom, just follow that correction, keep pushing higher. Okay, if not testing this, yeah, going higher. This correction is already completed, going higher. Okay, let that go and wait for another correction to happen. All right, like that. Start looking those corrections from 15-minute time frame and start buy those 15-minute corrections. All right, and if corrections get bigger like that, boom, buy. First of all, watch this flat formation. Okay, watch this flat formation on the Dow as well, this flat formation. Okay, so that is the trade you're looking for. What is the bigger time frame? Bigger time frame analysis is there on my trading view profile. Okay, Dow pushing higher. Okay, what was the previous update? That move. Okay, that wave is just happening. What is the next week? This expanding triangle or flat formation? Okay, their flat formation. So you look in price to tag these lows, that trade. Okay, flag is there, flag is already breaking, trade is gone. Okay, entry is gone on breakout or these areas. Now you are anticipating price to tag that low again and that trade. Okay, and continue to go higher. If not, flat formation, watch buy again at the previous bottom. If I'm going to go to the bigger time frame, that's the chart. German 30, same analysis. You look in this to continue to go higher. Okay, that's the German 30. All right. So flat formation, short-term buy, keep pushing higher. 1-hour time frame, flat formation. Okay, chart is very much clear over there. There you see. That's what you're looking buy from the bottom. Use stop loss. All right. So the US Russell 2000. If I'm going to look at the US Russell 2000, it's pushing higher too, slowly following the other US indices. This breakout happened, pushing higher. Okay, either give us that bigger correction, ABC move, right? But before that, this is what you are searching. Okay, flat formation, same like the other US indices. Short-term buy, this trade, break the top, continue to go higher. If not, turn into that flat, and that's the chart. All right, that's the chart. Same on the UK 100 index, continue to go higher following that expanding triangle. Okay, and continue to go higher following that and continue to go higher. Nikkei index, okay, correction, keep pushing higher, arrow is showing. Correction can get bigger, don't wait for that correction to get bigger, follow all these corrections on lower time frame, flat formation. All right, okay, this flat formation, same like the other US indices, these areas continue to go higher. Okay, example is there. All right, so buy was there. Okay, so same on the Euro stock. Okay, continue to go higher, arrow is showing, correction can get bigger. Don't wait for that. Follow the lower time frame corrections, all right? And continue to go higher. All right, so this area, that flat formation, same like the US indices, continue to go higher. Frank 40, also same. Don't wait for the bigger time frame correction. Follow the lower time frame. Arrow is showing. Follow this. All right, so follow that flat formation, get back to the bottom, continue to go higher. If you don't form that flat formation, breakout, continue to go higher. Okay, continue to go higher, wait for that correction, same like that, continue to go higher. So stay bullish. So stock 600, same. Okay, that correction is happening, flat formation on lower time frame, follow that. Silver, all right, silver, expanding triangle, tag that bottom, go higher, okay, or continue to higher. As I said, people using our charts, selling those charts to the public, guys. Make sure you are aware about that. Okay, they have no clue at all where was the buy on the silver. They are just selling. Okay, look at that. We were anticipating short from the silver from the top. It's gone. It's gone lower from that top. Then we were anticipating buy from the bottom, this chart. Okay, we have seen very aggressive bounce off from the bottom. Okay, when we were looking for silver to reverse, people don't have clue, those who are, you know, using copy paste stuff. That was the timing. Okay, this is a 15-minute time frame analysis. Okay, we were expecting buy there on the silver. This is 1160, right? That's the price, 1160, where we were anticipating to go higher. We are bullish on silver since then. We got many buy opportunities on this silver, okay, since this price. Updates are there. Okay, updates are, this is just a recent short-term buy which I have just shown you before. All right, updates are there. Now this is the next updated chart on the silver. Okay, we already got that long from there. Now we are anticipating this to break out and continue to go higher. Broken out, price broken. All right, price broken. Now we are anticipating price to complete the wave there or go back down within the expanding triangle and give us buy again there. Okay, so that's the updated chart. Okay, just follow that chart, guys. Gold. Let's look at the bigger time frame analysis. Okay, let's look at the gold charts on a bigger time frame analysis. So sorry guys, I'm taking time today, so too many charts to show. Again, we are just about to finish. A couple of charts left, some oil charts are left. All right, so this is the gold chart. Okay, this is what gold gonna do, nothing else except this. Okay, price gonna stay within that structure, within that you know, lines on a bigger time frame. All right, so longer term bullish trend on gold from zero, wave, rising, correction, trend resumed. All right, so we are having that bullish trend. Now either, all right, either price gonna struggle there, all right, and we're gonna have sharp sell, correction, and price gonna go for that flat formation and then gonna resume the trend, or we're gonna have breakout. All right, like that. Price gonna break out and gonna continue to keep pushing higher up to 2500. All right, so it is coming close to a crucial area, that top. All right, that top. So is it possible to trade on the gold? Yes, you still can buy gold for that much money back to that top. All right, so let me post lower time frame charts. Okay, that's a lower time frame analysis. Not lower time frame, same 2 week time frame analysis, but with a zoom. Okay, this is lower time frame analysis. This is what you are looking for. Okay, that trade, that wave. Again, Main Street, Wall Street. Don't forget that. Main Street, to follow Wall Street, then gold gonna go higher, but slowly. If Wall Street is going to follow the Main Street, you're gonna see quick rise, okay, that rise, okay. Or if inflation is going to come into the market, inflation gonna drive that next move aggressive for upside. So break down, short term, one more drop, short term sell gonna be over there, back to that bottom, and then complete that expanding triangle. Next leg up to previous top on gold. Hopefully you got the idea how to trade on the gold. All right, now let's move on to the palladium. Chart is very much clear. You're looking for that breakout. Okay, price to break out and continue to go higher, or slowly keep pushing these previous lows and then look for buy from there. So longer term bullish. Short term trades are also possible on the palladium, but trade for longer term, all right, because spread is not reasonable and cost is not reasonable. Our margin requirements are very much high on the palladium because of volatility. So oil, interesting chart. Okay, interesting oil chart. So if I'm gonna go to the oil chart, all right, so US oil, we are having bounce off recovery on oil prices from the bottom, all right. So if I'm going to go to the straight away last week analysis, the last week analysis was that, okay. So short-term trade, we were looking for buy last week. That's what I have asked you to look for on the oil, okay. Flat formation, tag that bottom, next leg. So completed, next wave is just happening. For next week, you are looking price to keep pushing higher, okay. Complete that wave. I'm going to go to the lower time frame or updated chart. This is the updated chart, okay. So correct for another time, continue to go higher. If not correcting, falling back for change in pattern formation. That's the previous bottom, stay trending. All right, so form correction first, this trade, all right, that trade. If falling sharply, all right, come down, expanding triangle, 1 2 3 4 5, continue to go higher back from that bottom. UK oil, same analysis, all right, correct, continue to go higher. Last week we were anticipating this pattern to form, all right, and that trade to happen. So what you are looking for next week, correct, continue to go higher, okay, on lower time frame, or if I'm going to zoom in, same, all right, correct, continue. Falling sharply, short-term sell, back to that bottom, expanding triangle, complete, buy for next leg. Okay, next leg up to 45 or 50 areas. That's it, guys. That's it for this week. Hopefully you have learned something, you have enjoyed this weekly market outlook, all right, or you got the direction what to do next week. Okay, another important thing, guys, another important thing, and that important thing is this. Let me bring the chart as an example. All right, let me tell you another thing. I have spoken about that before as well, but I'm gonna tell you again. Okay, look at this chart. So what some people are doing, or what some analysts are doing, or we can say that some experts, what they are doing, they are using tools, okay, and putting that tools on past data. Look at that, 1 there, 2 there, you know, 3 there, okay, 4 there, and 5th wave is there, or ABC move, ABC move, ABC move, all right, ABC, ABC, extension, and next wave. Showing you past data, applying tools on past data, all right? That is not going to help you for the future movements of the market, all right? Or future trades, which way you should trade, all right? How good they are, applying tools on past data is not going to help you for the future, all right? So if someone is good applying tools on past data, all right? But struggling to figure it out that which way market is going to go or will go, all right? That's not going to help you for making money in this market, all right? That's not going to help you to trade, I mean, for your live trading. That can help you to learn the market on, I mean, how market has moved, all right? How market has done in the past, but how it will do in the future, there is the point, okay? There, what I mean, there where you should spend your time, yeah? So analyze the past data, all right? So work on that and use that past data to figure it out that which way market gonna go and trade into that direction, okay? That should be your goal, okay? So if someone is good at applying tools on past data but struggling to figure it out that which way market gonna go, just simply stop looking at those charts, stop following those people, all right? That's not going to help you. That can make you master applying tools on chart, all right? But that's not going to make you better. I mean, that's not going to improve your live trading, your real trading, all right? That's my point. Okay, guys, hopefully you have learned something. You have enjoyed a lot of things. Yeah, learned a lot of things. And we'll see you back into the